joker ain't a fooler, a smoker ain't a boozer.
Welcome back to another episode of Hippie's Chopper Corner. If you don't know who Jesse Howard is, you need to go check him out. I actually just got turned on to Jesse Howard this year because I'm mostly speed metal, heavy metal. Man, I'm really getting turned on to Jesse Howard. He got a song called Full Time Loser. It's just a banging song. But anyway, that ain't what this is. This ain't a music review. Man, I'm so far behind on building this bike right here. It's not even funny. It's like I can't even get caught up out here enough to get back to work on it. But when I get stalled on a build like this, I hate it because it takes me forever to get back into it. Both of these bikes right here, I didn't run into any issues. I started building them, got them built. This one here, I've become stagnant on, I guess because I started it right in the middle of my busy season. But I keep dragging them home, and we fixing to talk about that. And yeah, the name of this video is 1985. 1985 Wide Glide, Will It Run? And you damn right it'll run. I'm about to show y'all that. But I want to show y'all this right quick. I keep dragging home these damn orphans. All right. Drug home another Ironhead orphan. This one's already been hardtailed. I had one last year that I put together and sold it up at the swap meet, but this one was a complete bike. I mean, it's still got the brake line, lights are hooked up, or that light still wire runs to the box. This wire runs, they probably just cut it, I would say, the headlight. Yes, just cut right there. Brakes are still hooked up. Of course, it's an Ironhead, so it's got mechanical drum in the back. It's got a banana caliper on the front. That looks more like a shovel head caliper to me. I don't think they ever ran calipers that big on Ironheads. But again, you know, because there's another one right there that come off that FLH. That's the same brake caliper goes on that FLH right there. I forgot I had this bike. It's got just the right level of crust and patina on it to make a pretty cool little old chopper, man. It's been in a barn for a couple of years. Like I said, I forgot I owned it. I literally forgot I had this bike. I dug it out of the barn Sunday, I think, and brought it home. But Terry Massey's coming after this Ironhead, which that's a complete bike too. It's just missing fork tubes. He'll have to get him some fork tubes for it. But I got the wheels, tires, the engine, everything to rebuild the engine with, the frame, the title, his oil bag. Most of these parts over here go with that. Voltage regulator, battery box, headlight. No, that's not the headlight, but the coil, kickstand. No, kickstand's still on it, I think. But anyway, Terry Massey's coming to get that. I think I got a subscriber that wants this one. He's supposed to be in Maggie Valley right now. I think he's coming to Nashville today. And he said he might pop out tomorrow and pick this one up. So I was going to tighten that front wheel up and see. But anyway, but the main focus of this video, I got a real special bike, guys. Who in the comments can tell me what that is before I tell you what it is? Well, hell, who am I kidding? It's in my title. 1985 FXWG. Yes, folks, that's an 85 Wide Glide. Traditionally known as the first year of the Evo, last year of the Harley-Davidson factory Kickstart. So this is a very special motorcycle, guys. Unfortunately, somebody's put aftermarket tanks and an aftermarket dash on it, but other than that, and that oil bag. Yep, that's the only things I can see that probably aren't factory on here. And of course, the carburetor. So, I mean, I'm pointing out a few things, but it wouldn't take much to put this bike back to all original condition. Again, this bike's worth more than what I paid for it as it is. I'd probably sell it at $7,500 if anybody wanted to buy it. But anyway, I didn't buy it to sell. I'm just putting it out there. That's my sale number. If not, when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I might raffle this bike. I don't know. But yeah, I would probably do 200 tickets at $50 a ticket, I guess, if I had to raffle it, because I could sell this bike for $7,000, $7,500. So if I'm gonna put in the hassle of raffling it, I'm gonna make a little more on it. And I can buy more bikes and more equipment for the shop, and maybe upgrade the channel a little bit. But anyway, there's some caveats. 85 is the first year known as the first year of the Evo, but I can tell you, and 85 is known as the last year to Kickstart. Now, there's two caveats with that, folks. In 1984, Harley-Davidson did put Evos on some of the FLHT models, and they put some on the Softail models. But traditionally, the Evo didn't come out till 85. And also on the Kickstart, which this is a numbers matching, that transmission, numbers, motor, frame, everything. The drivetrain is what it's from the factory that way. Of course, it's a rotary top. It's cow pie, as everybody can see. 1986, I think there was less than 600 wide glides that had Kickstarts on them. They were the leftovers from 85. They were produced in 85 and sold early in the 86 market. They're kind of a unicorn. Brother of mine's got one. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the factory transmission in it. It's got a ratchet top in it. But if we can ever find him an 85, 86 turtle top, we're going to swap his transmission out, and I'll take that ratchet top he's got and put in the next chopper that I decide to do. Because I'm strongly leaning toward not putting or snatching this 5-speed electric start out of this one, putting a kicker in it, man. All my bikes are kickers, man. So I'm over here trying to have a bike without a kicker on it. Unless I buy a kicker kit for it, and that'd make me happy, because this wide glide, it's kick and electric. It's both. We'll see if she wants to act right and start for me here. Give me a minute. We'll get everything set up here. I hadn't filmed in a minute, so L-Bomb was supposed to be coming by, and he just texted me and told me he ain't coming. Well, somebody's pulling up. Y'all hold on. That was F-Bomb. He just left, but he didn't want to be on camera tonight. He wasn't feeling good. He come by to get my ramp, and he set it up to Bowling Green to pick his bike up. Again, I don't even, right now, this is where the wide glide parks. That chopper's there, the wide glide's there, that chopper's there, that chopper's there. All my equipment's over there. That bike's on that lift, that bike's on that lift, that bike's on. I'm back to 9 bikes again. I had some people questioning why I got rid of my Honda CB750. Well, I mean, it was a fun little bike to fool around with. You know, I put a bitchin' tank on it with a bitchin' paint job, and cleaned the carburetors out, put new plugs in it, rode it, but it needed clutches. I'd never done clutches in a Honda before. I'm not really a Honda guy. I don't know much about them. And when we had our annual fundraiser at my house last month, one of my brothers said he'd make a drag racing bike out of it, and he offered me what I had in it, and I sold it to him. So I made room to bring 2 more pieces of American iron in Hippie's chopper corner. You know, I already had that Ironhead. I totally forgot I had it. But this bike right here, I had a chance to get a hold of, so let's see if she'll fire up here. Come on, baby. guess I need to figure out what the starting procedure should be on this one. Probably no choke. Just don't do no gas. There you go, folks. Whew. She spoke him a little bit. Can't beat an Evo. I gotta get tags for it. Looks like it needs a brake light switch front and back. Brake light's not working. She might have a couple little things wrong with her. But hell, we got that one kick-started. We'll just go through and see how many we start tonight. Probably that's the only one, since I'm trying to do it on camera. I don't know if I've ever pointed that out or not. But I did it's called the generator delete on my pan head. We can take the generator off and you can put a spinning alternator on it. And to me, it's a much better charge on a 12-volt system. So that's 2 of the 4. We'll try the David Mann bike next. Oh, here's something else cool. Now I got the first year Evo. I've got the very last year Evo. Honestly, the only thing I'm missing is a knucklehead and a flathead. I think I've got every engine in here right now. That's the new head to the Ironhead. Of course, that motor's over there in the floor. Everybody knows what an Ironhead looks like. They're units. They're one piece. Transmission and Everybody knows what the Evo looks like, the blockhead. That's the later Evo. That's the earlier Evo. This is the pan head, which is identical to a shovel head except for the top. If you go look at Slick's slab side shovel head, and if you want to know what a slab side shovel head looks like, there you go right there. There's slab side shovel head for you. I shouldn't have took that down. It's so much hard to put back up there. That is a 64 pan head, which 64 and 65, they were 2-year only heads. They're external oiling heads. They only did that for 2 years. That is a first generation shovel head, which is a 1200. That's a first generation shovel head, which is a 1200. First generation would have been a slab side. These are second generations, and third would be the 1340, which is what these Evos are. These Evos are 1340s. This one is kick and electric. I just wanted to kick it. What's the point in having a Kickstart motorcycle if you can't kick it? We'll see if we can get this fired up. Also, folks, I'm having to work a night shift right now. I know I'm a commercial roofer, but we're doing an Ace Hardware, and the metal decking for the roof is also the ceiling, and it's got lightweight concrete on it. And we're having to bust that lightweight concrete up. We're having to replace the metal decking. So when we pull the decking off, we're just looking down inside of this retail outlet, this Ace Hardware. We can't do that during business hours, and the man can't afford to shut his business down for us to roof it. So we're having to do nighttime shift. So I'm coming home, I'm sleeping as much as I can, 7-8 hours, and I'm getting up. I thought, well, I've got some time. I'll come out here in the shop and I'll get a video film. Just kind of, man, giving y'all a heads up on the new bikes I brought in. I mean, this is Hippie's chopper corner, man. I can't have too many choppers. I'm back to 9 bikes. I don't have my road glide in here right now, and my wife's Sawtail is sitting in the front yard. She left for a week trip on it without me. She just got back yesterday, but it's sitting out front. Haven't even brought it in here yet. I've got to figure out how to make more room. My road glide's still at F-Bombs. He took it to Wisconsin, but he got him a 2024 Lowrider ST. He a young boy. He wants that Lowrider. So he got him an ST. So he's headed up to our brother's house in Bowling Green. He bought it up in Wisconsin, but he was on my bike, so he couldn't ride it back. But we had a brother up there with a truck who brought it back in his truck. Now I'm going up there to pick it up from him. I think that's neutral. We're about to find out, ain't we? That ain't neutral. There's neutral. white one's the most finicky one. I'm honestly leaning toward, I think this white one may have a bad stator. I don't know. I think the battery's not charging like quite like it should. Headlight's pretty bright though. You got fuel? Yep. She got gas. Kicked in. Hang on just a minute, everybody. My wife's out here. Go ahead and say it. I'm waiting on you to say it. You say this all the time when you come out here. Say it.
Where did that come from?
I knew that was coming. So the story I told my brother General Lee, that's who I bought this bike from. The story I told him is it'll be out here for a week. It'll be out here for a week before my wife comes out here. As soon as she sees it, she'll be like, whose bike is that? I'm like, that's General Lee's. I gotta put some new cables on it. And which actually is what I was supposed to do. And then after about a month, I'll tell her, oh hell, I just bought it from him. It's mine now.
What? There's one outside the garage here too.
I've had that one for a couple of years. I forgot I had it.
Where it been at?
In the barn. That's Smitty's old bike. I got that from Dennis. Dennis got that after Smitty died. Dennis bought it. I bought it off Dennis.
Okay.
It's just missing an engine. That's all it needs. It's a complete bike. I forgot I had it. Yeah, I forgot I had it. I'd planned on doing some fabrication work over here, but hell, we're getting pretty deep into a video now. We're almost at 25 minutes. I was gonna try to get this fender mounted. I'm having trouble getting my spacers made. Well, I'm having trouble. I do not have a lathe, and I do not have a Bridgeport mill or any kind of mill. I need to mill that down, and I need to mill that down. This is too thick. It's spacing my wheel over too far. So I need to cut this down, but I got to be careful and precise. And the brake stay that I'm going to use, I'll just take the old factory swing arm and I'll cut that brake stay off of it. Now Grease over at Grease's Garage, he made a good video on how to make one of those. But I just happen to have one. All I got to do is cut it off. I can heat them welds up with that torch right there and probably knock it off and grind it down clean. Then I can weld it back right here wherever it needs to go, because I don't want to have to buy another set of them PM brakes like I've already done, because that's about a $600 brake setup. But I got to get that done. I got a customer wanting to bring a Softail over here with a 250 rear tire on it and build him a sissy bar. And I may just have to put him off till this winter. I still got a lot I got to do this year. I need to get back to work building this bike right here. But anyway, we're 25 minutes in. I got you guys my weekly video out. I've been emailing a guy who's 4 hours away. If you're watching, man, and you want this set up, I've got everything for that front end. over here. It's a complete front end. I've even got a set of saddlebags and a fairing, hard fiberglass saddlebags and a fairing and the brackets for a FL8 shovel head. I'll take $500 for that front end, $100 for the saddlebag and the fairing. You've been emailing me. If you see this, holler at me. And I think that guy that wants me to build him a sissy bar, I don't even know if he follows my channel. I think he might have just got my number from somebody locally. I've got a sissy bar already started. I could probably modify that to work with your 250 rear tire. So I think your name was Ben. Didn't I say Ben? Or Bud? Bud, if you're watching, if you're watching, man, I might be able to get you to come over Sunday. I got another subscriber emailed me. He lives over in Centerville. He was having an issue, but I don't know if he ever got back with me or not. Guys, if y'all get with me and I don't get back with you, I'm so sorry. I'm not the best at this. I'm busy. You just keep hounding me. You'll eventually get my attention. Hell, big time up in Pittsburgh, Big Kurt, man, I'm sorry. He don't even comment no more. I think I pissed him off. He gave me his phone number. We emailed. I was supposed to call him. I never did. He was having some transmission issues. Y'all don't take that personal. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Getting crowded again in Hippie's Chopper Corner. We got 9 bikes in here again. Y'all keep tuning in. Hey, go check out my boy Slick at Slickhead Custom Cycles. Tap in with him. Give him a like. Give him a subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Run up there and see Ralph at It's My Time. Let's go. He's starting a killer old basket case project. It's an old shovel head. It's the kind I love to get in here. I haven't had an old basket case in a good long time. I know I named this video Will It Run? That's just because I wanted to say, you damn right it'll run, and I'll kickstart it and make it run for you. First year Evo, last year Harley-Davidson factory Kickstart, folks. That's a special bike. Y'all keep tuning in to Hippie's Chopper Corner. Y'all want to keep seeing these special bikes pop in and out of here. Home of the Sketchy Chopper. We keep them sketchy when?
All the time.
Ain't that right, dude?